Hey guys, Hat Guy with the picks here. Today we are in the NFL Sunday. I think everybody that plays sports book, this is their favorite day, and this is by far my favorite day. And our NFL record speaks for itself. It's incredible. This week, what we're going to look at is we are going to look at the Bills. The Bills traveling to the New York Jets. Jets. Bills come in this game 5-3. Jets come in this game 2-6. Both these teams are coming in off of losses. This total opened up at 13.5. It sits at 13. The total opened up at 48. It sits at 47.5. Now, the Bills are coming into this game off a very embarrassing loss to the Jaguars with a final score of 9-6. I can understand the Jaguars getting 9 points on the Buffalo defense, but I never can understand how Buffalo can only put up 6 points on the Jaguars offense. Josh Allen, to say it nicely, that he's been up and down this year, and that's putting it nicely. And the reason I can put it nicely is because I rostered Josh Allen in one of my fantasy leagues. In 1 week, he'll be Superman. He'll put up 40 or 45 points. In a standard scoring fantasy league, not half PPR or full PPR, he put up 40 to 45 points in a standard fantasy. And then last week, he comes in and he gives you 12 points in the standard league. And he's had those games quite a few times this year. He's ranked in fantasy in a standard league at quarterback number 5. Josh Allen is not a quarterback number 5 in the NFL. Josh Allen is arguably the best quarterback in the NFL from last year moving forward until he retires. That's the type of talent that he brings to the field and what he does to the field. But for some reason, he just can't get over that hump and put together 3 or 4 solid games that he should be able to very easily. He's thrown for 2,240 yards on the season with 17 touchdowns and 5 interceptions. Those are all great numbers. He's ran for 320 yards and 3 touchdowns. More great numbers. And he's looking to get the Bills back on track. They definitely have plenty of weapons to put up points in bunches, especially in this game. The Jets last week, they were beat by the Colts 45-30. And if you remember, the game that I gave last week was the Indianapolis Colts for the cover and the win. Mike White, last week he was forced out of the game due to an injury. Josh Jackson came into the game. He did okay. Probably did better than okay, to be honest with you. But this week, White is back, and he will be taking the snap from under the center. Michael Carter is the guy that leads the ground attack. And to be honest with you, he has led the passing attack for the past week also. His usage volume has completely went through the sky. Michael Carter was pretty much non-existent for the first 6-7 games of the year. In the last 3 games that he's played, he's averaged around 17 to 18 touches a game. Those are numbers that a solid running back one gets. And that's what he's been getting in this offense. Not putting up the numbers like an RB1, but he's getting touches like that. He is definitely a weapon. And he will be in the future, too. I mean, we're talking about a rookie. And their best wide receiver, Corey Davis, he's been out the last couple games. He should be suiting up today, and he is probable to play for the Jets, which is a positive for them. The under in this game is 4-0 when Bills play a team with a losing record. The Bills do bring to this game the NFL's #1 defense in the league. The #1 defense in the league. They're bringing that today to New York. And I expect them to show why they are the #1 defense in the NFL. Facing a weak Jets offense. And Mike White, he's played a few games now. He's not fresh to the field. Teams aren't guessing what to expect out of him. They have a couple games where they've been able to study, and I'm sure this Bills defense, it didn't take them long to figure out Mike White's patterns. And they're going to bring that to the field today, and they're going to use that. I mean, they're definitely going to use that against the Jets. Now, on the other side of the ball, though, the Bills, even the game against Miami, the final score looked a lot more convincing than the actual game. They won the game 26 to something. They pushed in that game against the Dolphins. They got a late defensive touchdown in the game. Josh Allen was bad in that game. The offensive line was starting to get hurt in that game. He started to feel more pressure than he ever has all year. And the bad news for the Bills is the offensive line is still banged up. I see this average Jets defense able to bring enough smoke and pressure to Josh Allen where he's going to be forced to make some plays that he don't want to today. The Bills the past two games have really struggled offensively. What I see in this game is I don't think the Jets are going to be able to get too many points at all. Surprise. And I definitely don't think the Bills are going to be able to put up a big enough number that if the Jets do put 2 touchdowns on the board, that it's going to go over. I don't think that is even possible. I can't see the Bills putting up 35 in this game. They won't put up 35 in this game. This game it'll be a little lower scoring. I'm not exactly sure if the Bills are going to cover, but what I am sure of is this game is going to stay under the number of 47.5. So the pick today, obviously, is take the Bills Jets under 47.5 today to get you guys in the winning column. I want to thank you guys. I want to thank you for the likes, the comments, the subscribes, the shares. I just ask you to continue to do it. And I'll continue to bring you guys content with high percentage of winners. Until then, you know what we're going to do, guys. We're going to get back to getting this cash.